Mm.
These are my
Okay.
2 cents.
Okay. Yeah, in open source, I mean, a vehicle is actually a safety relevant device. I mean, if we use open source, we have also was connected cars as SDVs always connected. Also cybersecurity, you know. I mean, how this should be tackled actually in this open source environment, safety, security. And this is also one of the questions I think I've seen here in the
Yeah, from Andrew.
yeah, also here, safety and cybersecurity. I mean, how to deal with these two topics, safety and
Here,
cybersecurity.
yeah,
It's nice to see that it's safety and cybersecurity, because we can go 10 to 15 years back, and security and open source was a completely different thing. And you see nowadays that as long as you have your keys, the private keys at hand, right, you no longer do security by obscurity. That's just a minor element. So these times have passed. And it took a long time to get this through the mind of the people. And you will still find people out there who believe if I kept things closed, then it's more secure, just for having it closed. And it's not as easy as that for safety, because there are also far more things to consider. Just the very small subset of it. If you think about a container, and if you have your container under control and it's isolated, you get a good feeling for security. But it does not necessarily mean that you have considered things for safety as well. Imagine this little container. I'm making up an example. It's maybe not the best realistic one, but sure this container holds a GPU, and you start your 3D game playing whatever favorite game. It heats up the CPU, the GPU, because you have high computation performance, and you have then dynamic voltage frequency scaling. Said, oh, am I heating power? So I'm reducing the frequency, and suddenly your whole scheduling getting impacted, right? So you have no longer freedom from interference for a safety perspective, while from a security side, everything is still nice and smoothly running. So you have a much wider system perspective. So you need to look into a much wider scope when you create this. And so creating a safe system is as hard or harder than having a secure system. And if you see the state of where open source software is for security today and where it is for safety today as open source, but you have to take a much longer path, so you can much more easily come to a secure solution than you can come to the safe solution.